So I just figured out how to float around to do a selfie shot. That's what, the whole thing I was trying to do, but I found some other things. I lost the instruction manual. I don't know how I lost the instruction manual to this gimbal. I guess I'm not very good at keeping up with things. That's a good explanation. Also, I don't have my glasses on. Do you guys like being out on the balcony? I know I do, but I just came back from getting groceries and it's not cold out there. It's pretty hot. And it's cool in here. I ran the dehumidifier while I was gone. I actually spent most of the day with it off. My hair, my little bit of hair I got left is not falling in the right spot. Oh well, who cares? I'll just have to get used to it. All right. Anyway, well, so I'm going to sit in here. There you go. That's great lighting. I'm going to sit in here. We can talk. It's not going to be a long post today, I don't think. I was going to tell you guys a weird thing that happened at the store yesterday. I talked about other things, so I didn't get it in yesterday, but I went to let's try tracking. I like tracking. You guys know I like playing with the gimbal. Okay, we'll see how long it holds me in before it shoots up to the ceiling and starts filming the strange things. Anyway, all right, so this is actually probably what tracking can do, is just film one person sitting still. So it doesn't actually have to track much. So you guys know I love these, well actually we talked about wasabi peas before. This time it was wasabi rice cakes. And I didn't have my healthy snack yesterday, so I wanted to grab some wasabi rice cakes, which are not unhealthy themselves. But they don't have them at the grocery store, but there's a Circle K on the way across the street from the grocery store, so it was easy to run over and get them. But when I went in to get them, I grabbed them off the shelf, and I didn't want to be in long because I'm supposed to be out. And, you can go to the Circle K, it's okay. But I went up to the counter to pay, and you had to sign in. They wanted your name and your address and phone number. They wanted every ways to contact you and all that kind of stuff. And they just took your temperature, and they don't do that at the grocery store. Probably because the grocery store that I go to is just a very small one. Like I said, it's in the bottom. It's the basement of not basement, but it kind of is the basement of a nice hotel off on the street, and it's kind of geared towards Westerners. It is geared towards Westerners, probably those who are staying in the hotel, mostly. And because people actually come in through the back door that goes into the hotel, so they don't even have to go outside. They just take the elevator down and come into the grocery store, which is pretty convenient. But I guess, because it's not catering to a lot of people, and there's hardly ever anybody in there. I mean, to be honest, even before the lockdown, there was hardly ever anybody in there. I'm guessing because of that, they're not making them take this, keep this roster of who's there. Anyway, but the Circle K was, and it was really creepy, and I didn't like it. And I wanted to be like, this is ridiculous. That was my instinct, and I thought, well, there's really a good reason they're doing it. So I have to not. And I'm actually glad they're doing that, because that's how they contact trace. That's how they're able to contact trace so quickly when they do it here. And that's why they shut down everything, because it was a little bit of virus, and it was spreading, and they were doing the contact tracing. And as long as they were able to keep up with that, they were letting us be in light lockdown. But the minute that they started finding cases that were untraceable, like they couldn't figure out how people were getting it, they were like, "Nah, we need to lock this stuff down." And that's the only way we're going to get rid of the virus. Not infection. What I'm trying to say, vaccination rate. Oh, there it goes. I knew it would do it eventually. Yeah. Not really the best feature. Hilarious. It's tracking me. Nothing. Maybe I moved my hands around too much, but if it can't handle that, that's It's not much tracking. It's cool. The technology is cool, but then it just will just lose it all of a sudden for no reason to be like, what's about the ceiling? Let's see what's on the ceiling. Yeah. So, but anyway, it's funny. It's a funny feature. Anyway, we're contract tracing, and I'm glad they're doing it, and hopefully this will lead to the elimination of the virus. Oh, the vaccination rates. I was going to say vaccination rates are at 5.5% of the population, which is really good considering they started, they started not long ago. Maybe it's been like 2 months or something. And they're just relying on vaccines that are coming from abroad. So whenever somebody sends some new vaccines, like, okay, we'll vaccinate a few more people. But the really not great thing is, from what I'm seeing online, is that 5.5% is people who have gotten 1 shot. People who have gotten 2 shots are at, last time I checked, 0.6%. So fully vaccinated, not many people. Not real good. So at this rate, it's going to be a long time before everybody's vaccinated. So we really have to rely on the contact tracing, and hope that it's enough. I mean, this new variant is so easily spread and spreads so quickly. May not be enough. I don't know what's going to happen if we can't get it under control through contact tracing and isolation. But the good news is that here in Hanoi, the numbers were never very high. So that's good. They're not putting out numbers right now, I think because maybe less than a week ago they did some revision, and the total number of people who died in Vietnam of COVID jumped from, honestly, in the last 2 months, it went from it was less than 70 when this wave started, and now it's up to 1,300. That's a quick jump. Anyway, that's crazy. I'm glad we're locked down here. I'm glad they're taking it seriously, and I hope that the extended lockdown will be enough to quash the spread of the virus. It's out of control, going crazy in Ho Chi Minh City. There's a lot of it in Da Nang, but it seems to be restricted to the bigger cities. I checked one of the beach town that I was in for 2 weeks last spring, whatever I was there, and they just went down into a level of social distancing, so they're not even in lockdown there. So the smaller towns seem to be okay. I thought several times while I was here about going back to that town and trying to find a job. If I'd honestly seen a job posted online, I would have gone already, but I didn't. I haven't found one, and I wanted to stay close to where I can get visas, because the visa situation is still crazy. To be honest, I don't know what they're going to say when I come out. I can't talk to anyone about it, including the lady that was helping me with it every month. She was keeping me updated. She owns a restaurant, and I would go to the restaurant like once a month and eat there and chat with her, and because she's always saying, come to the restaurant, because she's got no business now. She's in the tourist section. I don't know if she's going to be in business. She's already had to. She owned a restaurant, hotels. Yeah, she owned hotels. She had multiple hotels, tourist business. All of that has gone on. She's down to the restaurant and one hotel, and it's one business, just the restaurant and the hotel. And after the lockdown, who knows if she'll be there anymore. I kind of want to send her a message, but there's nothing I can say at this point. I can't go over there. Just hoping they're helping out some of the small businesses. I've been talking a while. Shoot. I was like, it's going to be a short post today. It's not a short post today. Sorry. Anyway, what was I thinking? That was kind of crazy, and I'm not going back to Circle K now because I'm like, I don't want to write down my name every time I walk in, the little store on the corner. They've got it. They've got all I need. I don't need. I said they don't have snack. They don't have good snackies, but I need to stop with the snackies anyway. So I had a soda. Did I start out with that? So I went and had a lime soda, a Kong Kalo soda, which means 0 calories. It was a lime Pepsi with the Splenda in it. I love those. They're really good. I don't usually like Pepsi, but I really like those things. Whatever snack. Oh, I was looking for wasabi peas, but I didn't. They didn't have small packs, and I don't want to eat another one of the big giant packs of wasabi peas because they actually have a lot of sugar in them. All right, that was it. So this is well over 10 minutes. So another short post for you guys. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow.